So we gave this jerk the authorization to go ahead and do surgery on her while she was still under anesthesia on her back. He did the surgery. He called us back and he says she did great, but it was worse than what I thought it was when I got in there. She had a large blood clot under her L3, but she should be able to walk again. She's not paralyzed. She has feelings. She has sensation, and she has motor movement in those back legs. So we were hanging on as every hope, but in the back of my mind, I knew something wasn't right, because what are the odds that this autoimmune disease and this disc disease would attack at the same time? The autoimmune disease shows up in dogs kind of like MS. So they have lesions on the brain, they have seizures, and like hydrocephalitis, water on the brain, none of which Sophie had. So I started questioning him the hard questions. He deliberately lied to my face. He told me that he didn't tell myself and my husband that she had lesions, which he did. Long story short, we picked her up a few days later after the surgery, and she had, her little behind was so raw because he left her sitting in her fecal matter for the whole weekend. At this point, I'm begging my vet, something's got to be done. I got to get a separate opinion. We drove her to Athens, Georgia, which is about 4 hours away from where we're at. And they confirmed what we already knew, that Sophie was paralyzed. She couldn't feel her back leg. She had no control over the movement. She was so sick from a urinary tract infection from the chemo, on top of everything else she has going on. They kept her in the hospital. It was 4 days the first time. And while we were there, we caught COVID. Talk about bad luck. So they took care of my baby, and they were absolutely wonderful to us. And they found out she did not have GME, which I already knew that. But they got on the phone with the neurologist here and basically got him to agree that she didn't. So where does that leave us? Well, had he done the back surgery within the 48 hours from the time we originally took her there, she'd be walking right now. But once those discs herniated, she only had a 5% chance to walk again. That was another lie he told to us and sold to us. I would not have put her through that surgery if I knew there was only a 5% chance. So fast forward, here we are. Sophie had to have a leg amputated in June. We almost put her to sleep because I said, we have put her through too much. If it weren't for the fact that she loves life so much, we would have put her to sleep.